Hi YouTubers, it's me again. Today I'm going to give you a tutorial on the song entitled Give It Up by Amos. I'm glad I actually received a request for this because I've always wanted to play some of Amos's material, and this just gave me a reason to go ahead and dive in. Anyway, what I'm going to do is follow the same format that I typically do, which is first we're going to start out by playing along with the song, but I'll only play the unique sections of the song. I'm not going to play the complete song during this tutorial. It doesn't make any sense to do that. So anyway, my process is step one, I figure out what the key is, and in this case the key is E minor. Secondly, I figure out how many unique sections there are in the song, and in this case there are 3. Okay? So again, what I'm going to do is play along with the song up to a point, and then after I finish the play along, I'll give you a description, I'll give you an explanation of what I'm doing, and then that will pretty much conclude the tutorial. So anyway, you're going to see a slide that follows this that's going to show you what the name of the chords that I'm playing. And I'll also, what I'm going to do is try to get the fretboard as close to the camera as I can so you can see how I'm fingering them, okay? But for those of you that are experienced, of course you wouldn't necessarily need that particular assistance. So anyway, enough said. Let's go ahead and start recording here.
I've been waiting a long time. I just hoping I might find I was like kind of love for me, yeah. Well, you know I've been a long time. God knows we all been lonesome. People think we're lonesome when they meet every year. But I wanna give it all up for you. I wanna give it all up for you. Yes, I wanna give it up, settle down, stop looking around, finally found something.
Okay. All right, that takes care of the play along section. And as I can is this version. I'm holding that note, that note, that note, and that note. Okay, that's the E minor 7. And then a typical A7 6-string variety. This particular form you can look up in any book on the web. Nothing fancy about it. Okay. Now the only thing about this though that I want to add that is a little interesting is that little melody that you hear going on is being played with the pinky finger. Okay. Now, so it's being played while you're fingering that A7 chord, and you're going to hit this fret here. You're going to lift it up, and then you're going to go to the B string and hit this fret. So that's the location of the notes that you're going to be hitting. Okay. Now, so again, E minor 7 to an A7. Okay. Now, the E minor 7. Now the rhythm of that, how it's going on, is basically we're sliding into that E minor 7 from a half step below. So here's the E minor 7, back up 1 fret, and that's where you're starting technically, and sliding up. Okay? Okay? Now if you notice, I hammered down on the A7. You place your bar and then hammer these 2 fingers down to get this sound effect. Okay, so, okay. Now, what follows once you do the hammer down is the melody that's being played with the pinky. Now that melody is, okay. I'm on the high E string, 7th fret, then 5th fret, and then the B string, the 8th fret. Okay? So it goes. That's how it should sound. Okay, so together. That's it for that section. Okay, that's all it is to that. All right. Chord. Let me get up on the camera here. So most of you, if not all of you, should be familiar with that particular chord. So the first chord is a C chord. The next chord is going to be a G major chord. Now, we're not fingering this version of G major, because if you do that, you're not going to be, well, it'll be evident here in a minute why you can't do that. Instead, I finger this version of the G chord. I use my ring finger here, second finger here, and my pinky's fingering the high E string at the 3rd fret, okay? The reason is I need to keep the index finger free because I'm going to have to hammer on the B string at the 1st fret and pull off. So I need to keep that finger free. So that's the reason that I need to finger it in this manner, okay? The next chord after that is A7, okay? Now, hopefully you can see my fingers. See if I can angle it. There you go. Well, I'm going the wrong way here. Okay, start the open A string, then this note, then the open D string, then this note, and then the open E. Okay, so that's an A7. Then we're going to go to another version of A7, simply by barring from the D string all the way to the high E, and then putting your second finger on the 3rd fret of the high E string. And strum from the open A, and that's also an A7. Okay. Now the chord that follows that is just simply pick up your your second finger and strum. Okay. Put your second finger back down, and that's the sequence of the chords. Okay. Now I haven't given you the rhythm of those chords yet. I've just given you the order of the chords as they occur. So it's going to go C to a G. A7, okay, that's the sequence of the chords. Okay, now the rhythm that you use to play those chords, hopefully I don't mess up, because since I'm not playing with the song, or I'm gonna try to play it slowly. That's when I tend to mess up. But anyway, here we go. Then you go back into section 1. Okay, so again I'm going. And actually that open notes you're hearing, I'm just hitting an open G. In other words, the what is it? The D string, G string, and the B string. That makes a G chord. And then section 3. This is the last section of the song. And okay, so now the way that goes is this. That takes you back into the section 1. And that's basically all. You guys leave comments, and if there's any additional information that you need to help you out, I'll be more than willing to do so. Till next time, ta-ta.